Who's the best second-round draft pick in NBA history? I'm going to give you 4 names, and I'll let you guys decide. The first is Nikola Jokic, and you might be wondering why I'm showing you a Taco Bell commercial. It's because he was drafted during a commercial break. Now, the reason he went to the second round, I would say, is either because of his age, he was 19, or he played over in Europe, and they didn't have the greatest scouting on him. Next up is Draymond Green, and he actually had a pretty good college career. The reason he fell to the second round in the NBA draft, in my opinion, is one, because of age. He was about 22 when he was graduating, as well as being undersized. He was only 6'7", and they were thinking he was going to play the 4, maybe the 5, and he was just going to be way too small in their eyes. Even though I'm not a Draymond Green fan, I gotta give him credit. He made it to the tournament 4 straight years, and he went to the Final Four twice. There's only been 7 triple-doubles in March Madness, and Draymond has 2 of them. He had 24, 12, and 10, and 23, 11, and 10. This guy's college accomplishments are something. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Coming out of college, entering the NBA draft, there's 2 main knocks on his game. One was that he was undersized at the point guard position, and the other that maybe he was a little too old. He was only in college for 3 years, but in those 3 years, he won 2 national championships. So you thought winning would have at least gotten him to that first round draft selection. And lastly, Gilbert Arenas. He didn't go in the first round, probably because he wasn't mature enough. He was only 19, but hey, he had the skill. So those are the 4 guys I want to talk about: Nikola Jokic, Draymond Green, Jalen Brunson, and Gilbert Arenas. I touched on all the reasons why I thought they went in the second round, whether it was their size, their age, maybe their lack of maturity. We know why they didn't go in the first round according to the scouts. Now I'm going to explain what these guys did since then. So Nikola Jokic is the champion, a finals MVP, a 3-time MVP, really should be a 5-time MVP after this season once he beats Shea, and Embiid completely robbed him of one, so he should be a 5-time, but we'll give him 3-time MVP, and then a 7-time All-Star, and this dude is just changing the game of basketball. Meanwhile, he does not even care about the game. He's doing it because he's good, and I think that's kind of just the cherry on top, but this dude is generational. At the moment, the Nuggets are going between the 3 seed and the 5 seed because it's really congested, but they are completely reliant on Nikola Jokic for any type of success or championship aspirations. In my opinion, he is the greatest second-round draft pick of all time, but I'm going to give you a case for the other 3 just to hear them. So Draymond Green, since entering the NBA, he's become a 4-time NBA champion. He won Defensive Player of the Year back in 2017, and it looks like he might be able to sneak in one more Defensive Player of the Year win this year, only because Victor Wembanyama got shut down due to injury and Chet didn't play enough, and he was also injured, because those 2 guys are definitely going to run away with Depoy, but Draymond has 1 more year to make a chance at Defensive Player of the Year. You go from spending 4 years in college to becoming a 4-time NBA champion, and you were drafted in the second round. Listen, that right there is a success story. You cannot ask for anything else. I know Draymond, he has to be grateful for what he has, and most likely he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, so you got to tip your cap to the guy. Then there's Jalen Brunson. He only has 2 All-Stars, but he's still in his mid to late 20s, so he has plenty of time to add to that resume. But I know the city of New York loves him, and they'll do anything to keep him, so we'll have to wait and see on him. And lastly, Gilbert Arenas. He was only a 3-time All-Star, but fun fact, he's the only player besides Kobe to score at least 60 in Staples Center. Unfortunately, he was probably his own worst enemy. So I broke down what these guys did before the NBA and since entering the NBA or retiring. Let me know, who's the best second-round draft pick of all time?